may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you earned here tonight. One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game. Not tonight.
A day may come when the courage of men fail, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day. This day we fight.
Loud and clear now. Loud and proud, baby. Here we go. USA. 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 USA.
Live from the Busch Light Studios. With Ty Richardson.
Flip that, Colton.
And Tommy Kraft.
Ty, you're a pretty smart guy.
And produced by Colton Little. This is The Morning Rush.
A lot of rally cries there from different movies. Coach O at the Ryder Cup, Bethpage Black trying to get USA. They're not patrons at Bethpage. They're just fans, right? They don't have a different name.
They'll be noisy fans in the state of New York.
I think more similar to what you see maybe where I was at the Waste Management Open
I'd agree.
in February than what you'd see in Augusta. But that was a cool clip yesterday of Coach Ed Orgeron urging United States fans to rally behind obviously the USA that's competing in the Ryder Cup this weekend. We'll get into that. I still can't believe you passed up that. I was talking with someone yesterday that passed up that opportunity because they, like you, are staying for this Notre Dame. I hope that Arkansas gives you a reason to say me staying in Fayetteville was justified to not go to New York.
Well, there will be other opportunities to go to a Ryder Cup. I don't believe there will ever be another opportunity to see Notre Dame play at Razorback Stadium. The only thing that could make me wrong, I believe in that, would be if somehow Notre Dame joined the SEC. And I don't see that happening because I think with this 9-game schedule, we're never going to see a game like this again just up the road from where we're at. I mean, literally just up the road. We're at Rally House in Fayetteville on MLK, getting you ready for the game. They got special hours to get game day ready for Notre Dame tomorrow from 10 a to 10 p. So you got 12 full hours to get ready here at Rally House. Plus they got giveaways with Image One. We're going to be telling you more. It's a stripe out. They've got the chart here, so you can figure out exactly what section you're in. And come by and get game day ready with red or white, and they've got everything here at Rally House, MLK. I think anymore in society, the way you tell somebody how to find something, it's next door to the 7 Brew. Everybody seems to know where the 7 Brew is, right on MLK, but we're right next door to the 7 Brew on MLK. Come see us this morning here at Rally House.
They've got them in Oxford.
They're everywhere.
That place has gone through.
I never thought I'd see something that could put Starbucks out of business, but they may be well on their way.
That concept is it's pretty quiet. I feel like every time I drive by one, they're always packed too. So we'll get more to that kind of the one shot, one chance thing opening wise. But what is like if you've lost 2 straight games and you're in this situation where you feel like now I don't think they're 4. They should be 4-0. I think they should be 3-1. I'm going to be honest. If they had scored that touchdown in Oxford, there was no doubt in my mind that Trinidad Chambliss was going to lead that team down and score. By the way, it sounds like he started against LSU this weekend, so he's going to get his 3rd straight start. We'll talk more about some big-time matchups coming up. But, like, this is – you haven't been back in Fayetteville for a game in 4 weeks. 28 days separates the time you were here August 30th till the 27th when you play 2 days from now. Sam obviously trying to rally his troops in the locker room, get guys ready. And I know you were kind of poking fun at his expense about the heat. It's not going to be heat's not going to be
just stupid.
Heat's not going to be an issue on Saturday. But
are you buying that?
No.
Oh, okay. You kind of ribbing me a little bit.
No,
I mean, I'm not having fun with it. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And I know it's a few days since Monday when he said it. I was just back yesterday, but the more I've thought about it, the more I've unwound that since Monday afternoon. I mean, first of all, you were in Memphis. Mm-hmm. Was it unbearably hot?
No.
I mean, was it warm? Yes. Was it so hot that it should be the difference in a game? So I don't know. But whose job is it to have the players in physical shape? Our team looks like they're out of shape, particularly on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
The way they move to get to the ball, then the way they tackle once they get to the ball. I don't know. Help me understand why those things are happening, particularly against a non-Power 4 team. I mean, Those are reasonable things
Fair
to be
question.
asking about, fair questions at this point, because anyone with two eyes that's ever watched a football game before, and if you know if the ball is pumped or stuffed, you can figure out our defense is a step or two, maybe not even a step slow, a 2 steps slow. And then when they get there, they do a poor job of fundamentally tackling. Now, if you want to blame that on conditioning and you want to blame that on the heat, go ahead, but whose responsibility is it? First of all, it's the player's responsibility to be in shape. Second, it's the coaches to hold them accountable and make sure that happens. And if they're not in shape, put someone in the game that is.
It sounds like they're healthy, though.
Yeah, we're in good shape. I can't tell you anybody that is in too deep that I don't think that will be available to play for us. And if you look at it after 5 weeks, that's hard to do, especially as physical as we practice.
In shape from a health standpoint, not necessarily as you pointed out with the games and whatnot. So again, 11 a.m. You've got back-to-back 11 a.m. starts, so there's not an adjustment there. You've got a good team. You've got maybe the best backfield duo in college football with Price and Love coming in here, young quarterback and CJ Carter. You have the advantage quarterback. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. Where else do you feel like you have an advantage on Saturday?
Well,
in this football game.
So you think there is or isn't an edge quarterback?
I would say it's a slight edge. It's not overbearing. It's not way over the top. Because Carr's played decent, and he's going to get better as the season progresses against a young kid.
But I don't know where else you look to as an Arkansas fan outside of being in your home stadium. Which I think there's going to be a lot of Notre Dame fans here, frankly, on Saturday. I don't know where you else definitively point to and say we've got the advantage here.
Well, whose defense is more porous?
Fair question to ask. Who plays less bad? 877-377-6963.
How'd you sleep last night?
I slept great. Jennifer hooked me up with the room at the end of the mill. It was fantastic.
Yeah, so in at the Mill's the place we stay. We're here at Rally House this morning. Ty stayed the night last night, and the Inn at the Mill's got the room for you if you need a place to stay. This weekend, I don't know if they've got any availability left. Everything's, I'm sure, filling up, particularly 11 a.m. game. But one of the future games,
they might call and ask.
443-1800 is the number. Big, I think I like the rooms are oversized. They're big. I know you get up early. They had a great breakfast to start the day for you there as well. In at the Mill, just off the Johnson exit, 443-1800, or book online at inatthemill.com.
For so long, the Big Ten snobs have been able to look down and take shots, and
it's not from yesterday.
For so long, the big.
All right, so Colton had this really good montage lined up of
allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard
of Sam talking about us talking about being a one opportunity for this Notre Dame game, because you kind of brought up there in our opening monologue. This is going to be, you're not playing these guys at home anytime soon or at all. For that. You play them in 2028 when you go to South Bend. I know Sam Pittman has spoken several times this week, whether it's on the teleconference, his coach's show, the media session he has every Monday about story program coming into the building. Coach Holtz is going to be here. The setup for that and everything else. But you got one crack at these guys in Fayetteville. And you were supposed to, I had forgotten, Sam Pittman, I kind of forgotten this game, the background of it. This was supposed to be, Tommy, remember the first game that Sam Pittman coached.
This game was supposed to be, I think, my first game as a head coach here 6 years ago. And they dropped it and we added Georgia, and not Georgia something, the University of Georgia. It's really good to have a storied program like that in our stadium. I want them to feel SEC football and, more importantly, the state of Arkansas and the University of Arkansas crowd.
And to your initial point about skipping the Ryder Cup, and I've got a buddy that's doing that same thing. He's not going either. You just don't feel like these guys are going to be in the house. And you're coming to watch Arkansas. You're not necessarily coming to watch Notre Dame. But obviously the appeal is that you'll probably never see here in Fayetteville.
Agreed. I think there's some fear of missing out, some FOMO this weekend. But also this is a beatable Notre Dame team. This is not the Notre Dame team that everyone thought all summer long was coming in here.
I got a little hostile yesterday when I said they weren't that good.
Well, they're not. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, clearly, if he's getting that defensive, he knows it's true as well. Anyone that's confident doesn't have to respond with anger. So, I mean, clearly he's got a little bit of lack of confidence because he knows that, like I said, we're probably not going to play him again at least for 4 or 5 years. He's going to have to live with that if they lose. So it's, He's wrote some checks. I think we all got receipts. So we'll listen. And I think that tells you he knows this is a beatable Notre Dame team. I didn't think back in the summer, before we had the data we have now, that they were. I don't think he probably thought their defense is as rough as it is. Now, they beat Purdue. Who coaches at Purdue?
Barry
Odom. Barry Odom and Sam Pittman have a close relationship. I don't know that helps a lot, but you can.
They talked already.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, he spoke of that on Monday, that they'd had a conversation on Sunday, and I'm sure whatever intel or data that can be derived from that matchup a week ago will play in Arkansas's edge as well, and he mentioned that on Monday.
So. You were talking about the defense, so Zafa texted in this morning on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline talking about Xavier Sorey, saying he's flying around crazy last year. Now he seems like he's jogging half the time. He just doesn't think he's healthy. And Sam Pittman made a comment after the game, and it sounds like he kind of said, no, he's healthy. He just hadn't played up to snuff. He also adds, I just hope we don't storm the field if we beat Notre Dame. I don't think that we're in any danger of fine of any sort based on Saturday if they win. I wouldn't expect Arkansas fans to storm the field against Notre Dame. I'm certainly not. I'm going to be next to you.
It's not the fans, it's the students, Ty. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if
it's a two-loss team.
I get that, but I don't. Again, common fan isn't the one organizing storm. And I think there's some people from the common fans that jump in there, but I mean, all you got to do is sit there and watch last year at Tennessee. If you're in, it's the students that are doing
this. It's the drunk Generation Z. It's their fault.
I'm just telling you what's happening. The truth is, the students are the ones leading the charge on the field. And to say it absolutely won't happen, I don't know. I mean, I hope we can find out.
Speaking of the game,
I hope we can answer the question.
One of the reasons my dad didn't initially care if he's wearing. I don't even know if my dad's going to wear red on Saturday. I could see my dad wearing a Baylor polo, which would be kind of funny. Do you know what our section is, so we don't mess up the stripe out?
Well, I know me and your dad have some pretty elite seats.
Okay.
I haven't decided quite.
Well, we are
where
here.
You are.
We are.
I haven't quite decided where you're sitting yet.
I just need to know because we're here at Rally House, and I need to know if I need to get a red or a white polo or it's not going to jacket. Well, it's going to be like 80, I guess. But I need to know what I'm going to be.
Me and your dad are sitting in 104. I think you're in 612.
Okay, on the corner.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Do you know if it's red or if it's white?
Well, go look up. You're in 612, so that's where your seats are.
I hope you abide by the stripe out rules on Saturday.
Absolutely, 100%.
I think you're playing it.
Me and Baylor Brad, I don't know what you wear right on the 50, but that's what we're wearing.
I guess I can get my dad now that we're here. I can get my dad a polo. Like, so do you, when you go to other events that are not pertaining to Arkansas sports, do you ever wear those teams' colors, or do you wear Arkansas stuff, or you just wear something neutral? Like, you've got your Ryder Cup. Would you wear an Arkansas polo if you were there in New York right now, or would you wear something Ryder Cup or golf related?
Probably golf related, but red, white, or blue.
Are you not hot in that, by the way? It's like
No.
80 degrees outside.
No, it was 68 degrees this morning.
I guess that's the 80. Okay, Dale has brought over, our team member Dale has brought over, they've got the sign in Rally House to say 104. You said 104?
Yeah, me and your dad are sitting
it's
in 104.
white, so you've got to wear like a white polo.
Yeah.
I've got to get my dad. Maybe my dad has a white Baylor. I can get him one here. Let's see, what's 6? There's 6. You said
666 and 612.
6. I thought you were going to say 666. Where's 666?
No, 612 is where you're sitting.
Okay. You see 612, Dale? It says to wear black. be the one fan that's wearing black for the.
Where do you find that at? Where is 612?
I don't know. It's outside the stadium. It looks
there
like.
you go.
Okay.
So.
You said Harmon Field.
Yeah, you're at Harmon Field.
Are they in town? Or is Fayetteville in town this weekend?
I have no idea.
I hope if you're going to 11 a.m. games, and this applies for every game you're going to, for the ones that are attending on Saturday, try and get in as early as possible. Like I said earlier, I'm expecting a lot of Notre Dame fans to be here. But JT did not pick up on the sarcasm, by the way, on 612.
Neither did somebody else. So.
No, I knew what it was when you said it. But that. All right, let's see.
You didn't know Dale brought the map over.
No, I knew. I know you're sarcastic.
You're covered. You're like one of my wife's cats, covering it up in the old litter box right now.
Did you see, by the way? And I heard Ruskin and Zach going in on this yesterday. Roger and Danville texting this in here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Did you see the Hunter Yurchek with the basketball big boosters and Cal, New York, and then at the Yankees game yesterday? or maybe
I
2
read
days ago.
about it. I didn't see it.
Roger in Danville texted in, "Congrats, Hunter. Using the U of A money to fly you and your rich friends to NYC on a Razorback plane to go to the Yankee game and 5-star restaurants while the Razorback season and football team burns to the ground." Let me ask you something. I didn't have a huge issue with that. I thought his facial expression, the picture was kind of funny. What did you like? You manage a business. What did you think about that in the midst of all this crap that's going on? 2 losses. Is that just bad? Is that a bad look, or is that making a mountain out of a molehill, as Sam likes to say?
Let me ask you this: if I had to have a meeting on Monday, and we're not going to have this meeting, so anyone listening, let me be clear. But if I had a meeting, I had to come in, I had to lay off 20% of our workforce, and then that weekend, I was using company money to go to take clients to a game at Yankee Stadium in New York. Would that be kind of an inappropriate message? Now, I understand, number one, you've had to lay off employees here. Number two, coming off a loss, I think if you beat Memphis, no one says a word. How was the game, Hunter? I think it just is a bad look when you've lost 2 in a row the way you have, and things to the outside world feel like they're in crisis mode. I don't know that inside the 4 walls over here, from listeners, and maybe he's just trying to paint a picture, but last night, Monday, he's not painting a picture like, hey, we're in crisis mode over here.
Well, okay, so there's 2 perspectives you can have on that.
Yeah, I think it's a bad look.
His perspective is accurate in the sense of they've lost 2 games by 1 scores, which is fair. But the issue with that, Sam Pittman, is that the same thing is reoccurring since he got here, essentially. So you do the math on it, 7-19. So about 4 games, Tommy, they're going to lose 3 of them and win 1 in 1-score football games. I mean, it's not all the way. It's 26 games versus 28. But basically, every 4 games, they're going to win 1 of those close ones and lose 3. So
7-19. I wonder what that is just in conference games or just Power 4, Power 5 games.
We got the Liberty game, the Memphis game. Colton, help me on. Is there another non-conference loss that I'm blanking on? But those are just the ones that pop into my head that are non-conference losses. And again,
I just wonder, of those 7, how many of those are in Power 4, Power 5 games?
I would say like Oklahoma State is the majority of them.
The 7 of the you said 7 and 19.
Wins?
How many of those wins have occurred
against Power? I don't know. That might be a Colton research thing, but no. Either way, I understand his perspective of not wanting to necessarily portray that is a crisis going on, but at the same time, it's like I also understand why fans are frustrated out of their minds that this keeps happening. It's like it's a two-edged sword to a certain degree.
All right, that is your opening drive this morning. It is brought to you by Mock Legal Solutions. That's where we will be tomorrow morning for the Morning Rush at their Fort Smith location. They have a location in Salisaw as well, 479-769-1505. No win, no fee. That's how college football should be, right? No win, no fee. Well, that's the way Jackie works for you. If you've been injured in a tractor-trailer accident, you've been injured in an automobile accident, if you've had negligence by a medical provider, Jackie can provide you the legal representation you need. Family law and divorce matters. They have easy-to-understand flat fees, low-down payments, and monthly plans that work for you as well. MockLegalSolutions.com or call 479-769-1505. We'll be there tomorrow morning for the Morning Rush at Mock Legal Solutions. We're live here at Rally House, MLK in Fayetteville. Get game day ready. We got the chart right here. Stripe out Saturday.
My dad's going to get a white polo.
Yep, and we can get ready to go on Saturday for the stripe out, everything you can imagine from collar polo shirts, T-shirts, hats. I mean, anything that you can imagine would have a Razorback on it. They've got it. Golf bags. They've got the hog hats. So everything you can imagine, easy to find right here next door to 7 Brew on MLK in Fayetteville.
Can I ask you 2 questions about the Ryder Cup?
Yeah.
Has there always been free food? Like apparently there is this year?
I think if you have the appropriate ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then second question, I'm very casual with the way I dress each and every day, but it did rub me the wrong way that our representative or the guys that are representing the United States are not in ties and they're wearing tennis shoes last night.
To the opening ceremonies?
Yeah.
Night
What
before?
the hell? And I saw what Europe was wearing, and I'm thinking to myself, again, I dress a certain way not majority of the time, but when there is like an event that I know it's like, hey, better to overdress than underdress. I'm thinking to myself, guys, what are we doing? Why are we not why are we not dressing in the nines? It's not like you lack funds to be able to
Captain
fund
Bradley,
your order.
That's a captain's decision. And I imagine that the captain wants his team to be loose. Now the odds are in the Americans' favor. They have 7 of the top 10 players in the world on the American side. There's only been 4 European wins on the road. So, but you can't. I mean, they got to go in there and start earning points, tomorrow. I mean, this is not a deal where you can just say, hey, we're at home, we got the crowd in our favor. This is all going to roll well for us, because these, to me, this will make me as anxious as any sporting event I watch is the Ryder Cup.
Who has the better home field advantage this weekend, the United States or Arkansas?
Arkansas.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
The other guys still have Rory. Now we've got Scheffler. We have Scheffler, but Scheffler's lifetime record
he's not that.
It's like 2-5-2 or something. I mean, it's not a winning record.
Okay.
Now, he's playing at a different level in today's game versus all of those previous matchups, but we need him to lead. These Europeans seem to rally together, and they make it hard.
We have
this
Scheffler.
not been easy.
We have Taylor.
Well,
Scheffler and Taylor.
Yeah. We got DeChambeau, too, who we'll see
Omega
how that fits
Blake
in. But
too.
I'm interested to see how the merge of some of the LIV guys and the PGA guys, do over the weekend. So, all right, we're live at Rally House. Come by and say hi. I've also noticed that the line has moved back to 4 on the Bet Saracen app. So Arkansas now getting 4.
Arkansas put his mortgage on Notre Dame.
That's not the worst thing in the world. Now I just refreshed again. It's 3.5 again. Now, no, it just refreshed again, 4. So I saw 4 this morning. So Arkansas getting 4. Bet Saracen app, you can download that. They've got a profit boost on NCAA games as well, so you can check all that out at the Bet Saracen app and get ready for college football and the Razorbacks and 4 points
Hog
this
update
weekend.
Coming up, we'll give you the Louisville, Arkansas basketball game time next.
Say, Alexa, play ESPN Arkansas.
ESPN Arkansas from tuning.
This is Governor Asa Hutchinson, and you're listening to The Morning Rush.
Need a new fence but not ready to pay all at once? The Fence Man, serving Fort Smith for over 40 years, offers 18-month financing so you can secure your home or office now and pay over time. Free quotes, custom designs, and the expertise to accomplish what most can't. Call 479-782-3936 or visit thefencemanAR.com. The Fence Man, he ain't afraid of no work.
Do you feel that, Arkansas? The Lotto jackpot is now more than $1 million. Why should you care? Because this $1 million+ prize can only be won in Arkansas. There are 2 Lotto drawings every week, and the jackpot keeps growing until there's a winner. Join the fun and play Lotto today. A $2 ticket could change your life. Get yours in stores today. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Hey, this is Chad Warner, product manager for Booyah Bait Company in Fort Smith, Arkansas. The hottest swim jig on the Arkansas River right now is the Booyah Mobster. It was designed by the Muddy Water Mob, a bunch of river rats from Arkansas and Oklahoma, and it's winning tournaments on Dardanelle and Kerr like clockwork. If you're fishing submerged vegetation, water willow, lily pads, you need a Booyah Mobster to reel them in. Available at lurenet.com and tackle stores throughout Arkansas and Oklahoma. The Booyah Mobster.
This is the Morning Rush.
Save up to $4,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
TGI Fridays in Fort Smith, where football fans win with 50-cent wings all day, every Monday and Thursday. Just 50-cent wings, boneless or traditional, with a 10-piece minimum. It's perfect for Monday night and Thursday night football. Also, don't forget TGI Fridays' brand new steakhouse menu. Hand-cut 14-ounce ribeyes, juicy 8-ounce bacon-wrapped fillets, and loaded baked potatoes. Big groups are always welcome after the game, and we're open till midnight on Friday and Saturday. TGI Fridays. Come hungry, leave happy. TGI Fridays at 540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
When you need tough and paint just isn't enough, check out River City Coatings in Van Buren. When it comes to your metals, paint can peel and crack over time. Whether it's your patio furniture, rims or trims on your automobile, or heavy equipment, no one has time for a redo. Powder coating provides the toughness you need. Preserve your investment with powder coating from River City Coatings. River City Coatings, certified John Deere, Caterpillar, ISO 9001, Packer, and UL provider of tough. River City Coatings, 471-7675 or online at rivercitycoatings.com.
Why wait till Monday for your dental emergency? At Valley Urgent Dental, we know your pain cannot wait. Broken tooth, painful infections, sports injuries, we've got you covered. Dr. Kendall Roberts and Dr. Doug Terry are here when you need them most. Call them at 479-235-5655. Valley Urgent Dental is available on weekends when your regular dentist is closed. Valley Urgent Dental at 5505 Uper Lane behind Golden Corral in Fort Smith. Do not wait. Your smile deserves immediate care.
Less than 2 seconds left on the clock and no timeouts, Peter. I don't know what they're going to do. Down 3 and way out of field goal range. Truly an unlucky state to be in.
This state has plenty of luck. Last year, 8 Arkansans each won $1 million off a lottery ticket.
State as in a state of being, not... Whoa, touchdown Razorbacks.
This is winning, folks. Every lottery ticket you buy in Arkansas helps fund college scholarships. You could be the next big winner. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
At Dobson Fiber, we're helping you build stronger connections by bringing the fastest internet network available to your business. Why fiber? Fiber internet provides reliable, symmetrical, blazing speeds. Without any interruptions or buffering, you can rely on Dobson for all your data needs. With Dobson Fiber as your premium internet provider, you can focus on the things that matter and the connections you build. To see if fiber is available to you, visit Dobson.net. Dobson Fiber, building stronger connections.
Price apps and taps are back at Joe's Grill and Cantina every Arkansas game day. Wear your hog gear and get half price apps and taps at Joe's Grill and Cantina. Enjoy 10-layer dip, chimney paquitos, the ultimate sampler, and Mexican pizza, all half price during Arkansas games. And all your favorite beers on tap are half price. Half price apps and taps during every Arkansas game. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
Contractors, you've got jobs to win and customers to impress. That's why you choose Luxair HVAC systems, built for performance, efficiency, and reliability. And at J&B Supply, we've had your back since 1968. We're a local family-owned distributor that treats our customers like family too, with the products, expertise, and service you need to get the job done right. For over 50 years, HVAC and plumbing pros have trusted J&B Supply in Fort Smith, Springdale, and Bentonville. J&B Supply, where the professionals go.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
There's only one Razorback.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
Razorback fans, let's stand up and call those.
7 down.
This one belongs to the Razorbacks. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Colin. Alex has got room.
Everybody, woo big doing. This is your hog update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Need a licensed electrician to service your home? For one of their local pros, call 888-8-SPARKY.
Our schedule's been this way ever since I've been here. You know, it's been 1 at home and 3 or 4 gone and then come back. And to be honest with you, it's more disappointing for the fans. But just having our crowd, having people in there rooting for us and affecting the opponent is a huge, huge advantage. You know, they talking about winning on the road in the SEC. Well, it's hard. They've got fans. They've got noise. You're traveling. Winning on the road in the SEC at night, the percentile it's hard. And the reason being is you got the fans a lot of them tanked up, ready to go, and the noise and the factors going on with that. So, man, it's nice to be that team this week and be able to host. And I expect a huge, huge crowd and a lot of noise, and that will give us somewhat of an advantage.
I know you're going to be a bad influence and peer pressure to try and get me tanked up, but my dad's going to be. So my decorum is going to be an all-time high at this Arkansas game this weekend because my father's going to be with me. So I know you're going to push me to do some things that I would never do, obviously, but I'm going to be very, very straight on the straight and narrow this weekend.
Good.
For this
Glad
Notre
to hear
Dame
it.
game.
I'm good. I'm tired of being embarrassed in public. So good. Glad to hear it.
28 days separates the Arkansas last home game in against Alabama A&M on August the 30th versus this game coming up on September the 27th against Notre Dame. I know, again, Sam Pittman's happy to be at home. You got this bye week. You somehow win this game, which I've said it all week. I think they're going to win on Saturday, and you head to the bye week. I don't see them winning in Knoxville, but you're 3-3 potentially heading back for a 3-game home stretch. At least set yourself up where you could maybe have some success in Fayetteville these next few weeks.
So let me just play devil's advocate on that, because you mentioned the bye week, and it got me to thinking on the drive in this morning. If this is an embarrassing wide margin loss and you have a bye week coming up, could the thing that some want to talk about but no one wants to talk about happen?
Yeah,
because of the bye. And I only bring it up because there is a bye week.
Okay, we have to address this. There is a difference between taking a personal shot at someone for something outside of their job. Like, that's different. Tommy, Sam Pittman, if he is let go at some point this season, whether it's after this game or if there's a transition or whatnot, he's going to make like $40-something million in the last 6 years from the U of A. 30 from coaching, and then probably that $7 to $10 million buyout.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's not going to
like this
coach
again. Yeah, and I agree. There is a difference again. There is a difference between taking personal shots at someone and then just criticizing them for their work and their job, which we have to do. So I just don't understand people that like are afraid to even talk about that. It's absolutely on the table. If they get housed this weekend at home against Notre Dame, especially with what the Board of Trustees meeting is, today and tomorrow, it's absolutely going to be talked about. Now, that mean it's going to happen, but yeah, it's on the table.
I'm just in the bye weeks. What makes it a conversation?
Yes,
yeah,
100%. That coaching changes, whether it's the National Football League, whether it's college, it's talked about. I don't know. Colton, I think Florida plays this weekend. I think they got Texas this weekend, but don't be surprised if Scott Strickland and them make it change it. But what is it? Here would be my question. What is the benefits to doing it midseason versus waiting towards the end? You mentioned we talked about the transfer portal a little bit yesterday.
I think it helps you raise money. That's the biggest benefit.
Okay.
Because I think now you've heard the cries from the ones that maybe could help grease the wheels. Hey, you wanted a change, and you think donors haven't called? You think donors haven't been in Hunter's ear? I'm not saying all. I'm saying some. Well, the ones that have been complaining, wanting change, get your checkbook out. So I think you got to have time to raise, because what's the number one thing? What's the first thing any prospective coach you'd want to hire is going to ask about?
Money.
How much money? How much money we got to spend on a roster?
Yep.
And you better have it.
All right, that is your Hog Update here on a Thursday. We're live at Rally House off MLK this morning in Fayetteville. Hog Update, always brought to you by our friends at Mr. Spark.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
And to be clear, we're hoping Arkansas wins this game and it quietens all the noise, because I think it's a huge distraction. But a loss,
I don't want to lose $75.
But a loss would certainly, particularly if it's by 2 or 3 touchdowns,
and
it's going to just amplify it for 2 weeks when you have no way to get back on the field and make any kind of rebuttal.
And what do you always say? It's not necessarily that you lose, it's how you lose, too.
Yes, 100%.
Johnny's in DeQueen, home of the Leopards, right? Leopards? Yes. Johnny, go ahead, man. You're on the morning rush.
Okay, how y'all today?
Good, buddy.
Okay, yeah. Anyhow, Arkansas 38-35 over Notre Dame, or 38-27, something like that. I don't really know. But yeah, hope we win.
Thanks for the confidence.
We're going to be up there, me and my family, this weekend. We're going to come to Fayetteville. We got tickets. Anyhow, we play Hope here on the road Friday night, so I'm going to try to go to that game, then go up to Fayetteville. Anyhow, I think Sam Pittman keeps his job for another week, and I'll just hang up and listen and see what y'all think about the game, okay?
Thanks,
Love you
Johnny.
guys.
I mean, if I was betting on that, like I bet on the Arkansas game, but I was also bet on Sam Pittman to keep his job. If they're going to lose, I don't think it's a blowout. I think they'd lose close, but I don't know if Arkansas fans can stomach another close loss.
Well, Johnny will be driving in from DeQueen. He can listen 96.3, 95.3, 99.5 all the way up his drive. If you're going to be somewhere where you don't have our great radio stations along, take the Hit That Line Now app powered by Taco Bell along with you. Whether you're craving something cheesy, saucy, or crunchy, Taco Bell has you covered. Be sure and try it now, including the new Cravings Value Menu with 10 items to choose from, each priced at $3 or less. It's the Hit That Line Now app, available in the Apple or Google Play stores.
By the way, Arkansas is going to play Louisville in basketball. I teased it, never got to it. 6 o'clock,
Yep.
December 3rd on ESPN.
Yep.
So marquee matchup for Pat Kelsey's group and John Calipari. When we return, Morning Rush Daily Question, we're live at Rally House off MLK.
Streaming live from
HitThatLine.com.
Hey everybody, this is Justin Moore, and you're listening to The Morning Rush. Whoopee!
Need a new fence but not ready to pay all at once? The Fence Man, serving Fort Smith for over 40 years, offers 18-month financing so you can secure your home or office now and pay over time. Free quotes, custom designs, and the expertise to accomplish what most can't. Call 479-782-3936 or visit thefencemanAR.com. The Fence Man, he ain't afraid of no work.
Do you feel that, Arkansas? The Lotto jackpot is now more than $1 million. Why should you care? Because this $1 million+ prize can only be won in Arkansas. There are 2 Lotto drawings every week, and the jackpot keeps growing until there's a winner. Join the fun and play Lotto today. A $2 ticket could change your life. Get yours in stores today. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Hey, this is Chad Warner, product manager for Booyah Bait Company in Fort Smith, Arkansas. The hottest swim jig on the Arkansas River right now is the Booyah Mobster. It was designed by the Muddy Water Mob, a bunch of river rats from Arkansas and Oklahoma, and it's winning tournaments on Dardanelle and Kerr like clockwork. If you're fishing submerged vegetation, water willow, lily pads, you need a Booyah Mobster to reel them in. Available at lurenet.com and tackle stores throughout Arkansas and Oklahoma, the Booyah Mobster.
You know, hell, somebody names a burrito after me, you know, I'm going to be loyal to them.
This is The Morning Rush.
It's time for the end of summer clearance at Rath Auto Resources. Right now, get $1,000 your way when you drive away in the road-ready certified pre-owned car of your choice. Inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. Get an extra discount, extra for your trade, or buy that special someone a gift to make up for not talking to them about the new truck in the driveway. We got your back. $1,000 to use however you like. Just another reason why all the happiest drivers are rolling with Rath. Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautofortsmith.com.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
Freshen up your golf game at the Golf Nut. We've got the latest apparel and head covers from Pins and Aces, plus new shirts and shorts from Red Vanley. Ghost golf bags are here in Sunday bag, carry, and card 14 styles. Zero torque putters are the hottest thing on the greens. Check out our models from TaylorMade, Lab Golf, and Odyssey. For precision on every shot, we've got rangefinders from Blue Tees and Bushnell. Visit the Golf Nut, 5121 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith. Fort Smith's #1 golf shop since 1994.
Family owned and operated since 1950, Crabtree RV Center is proud to have served the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas for 75 amazing years. From a small dealership on Midland Boulevard in Fort Smith to 17 acres located at the junction of I-40 and I-49 in Alma, Arkansas, Crabtree RV Center is your one-stop shop for sales, service, and parts. Come celebrate 75 years with us and take advantage of spectacular savings all year long. Crabtree RV Center, making your family's dreams come true for over 70 years.
Want pavement protection that goes the distance? Seal-Tite of Oklahoma now offers Rhino-Tite Premium Asphalt Emulsified Sealant, the next level in driveway and parking lot care. Healthier for the environment, Rhino-Tite delivers superior defense against weather, UV rays, and wear and tear. With its high solids content, you'll get a smoother, stronger, longer-lasting driving surface. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a contractor buying in bulk, Seal-Tite has the products and support you need. Visit SealTiteOklahoma.com today and protect your pavement with Rhino-Tite.
When a business has been around more than 65 years, you know they're doing something right. Hey, Ty Richardson for Johnny's Transmission. They've been trusted in Fort Smith and the River Valley since 1959. Located at 1212 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith, they strive to make every customer's experience outstanding and want your vehicle to be in the best condition for the road ahead. Check out their website, johnnystransmissionfs.com, and find them on Facebook. Johnny's Transmission, family owned and operated since 1959.
You've heard the phrase, all hat, no cattle. Well, Whataburger's new Bacon Wrangler Double is anything but. It's got beef that's never from the freezer, always hot off the grill. Monterey Jack and American cheese, bacon, crispy onions, chipotle aioli, and pickles. You might even say it's all cattle and a hat. A 5-inch bun hat, cowboy. Introducing the new Whataburger Bacon Wrangler Double for a limited time. What a burger.
Up to $11,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $11,000 off, or take 4.9% for up to 84 months. Lease the all-new 2025 GMC Hummer and go 0 to 60 in under 3.9 seconds for as low as $9.99 a month. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game.
ESPN 95.3.
Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at carpathsocial.com.
Are we being suckered?
Oh, with the betting line moving?
Are we being suckered?
They're going to win on Saturday.
3.5 yesterday. It's up to 4 today. I think the public's maybe catching on. That's moved the line. What am I missing? That's the Morning Rush Daily Question. What am I missing?
They're not good. You said it earlier. They're not that good. They lost a ton of talent. I know they got Love back. I know they've got Price. But they don't have Riley Leonard. They're not that good. This is something you harp on every single year. So you talk about these brand teams that come in to the preseason highly ranked, and I know they're just coming off a national championship run up, but they are Notre Dame on name alone.
But what is the purpose of a betting line? What is the purpose?
To see what the game is actually going to turn out to be.
No,
What
wrong.
do you
Incorrect
mean?
question. Try again.
I just toss money at it. I don't know what the origin and significance is.
The goal of a casino or a sports book is to get an even number of dollars on both sides of the line. They're not nested down. They end up a lot of times right on the number, and it's almost uncanny how they do that. But they want equal action. I wonder if they're expecting a bunch of late run for Notre Dame and their rich alumni. I can't figure. I mean, to me, the 3.5 makes no sense because who in the world wouldn't take Notre Dame in 3.5 yesterday? That's 4 today, and it's just 3.5. Well, 3.5 sounds kind of like when the stock price on something drops down. You know, Apple drops $20. Oh, boy, I should have bought. Now it's back up 20. Well, I should have bought it yesterday. Is it still a good buy today? I'm wondering that about 4. Is 4 still a good buy?
Roger thinks Notre Dame 56-24. Hogwild thinks Notre Dame by 50. They're not winning this game by 50.
They're not going to win it by 50. But I'm just wondering, and I guess question 2, is this an unwind the rubber band moment? I mean, sometimes it's just right in front of you. I mean, you can't really – I mean, Arkansas and Notre Dame and who they played. I understand the record, both with 2 losses, 1-2 versus 2-2, but Notre Dame and who they played versus Arkansas and who they played and the way Notre Dame's played those games, it's not the same comparison either.
They both teams have lost incredibly brutal games, tough, tight.
Difference in.
Well, think of it. So Miami obviously is really they're top 5.
Right.
They lost that game by 7.
Right.
They lost to Texas A&M at the end of that game.
Right.
Missed holding call. Texas A&M probably should have won. So they've
missed holding call in the Arkansas game too.
They've lost 1 game by 1, and they've left 1 game by 7.
Right.
Arkansas has lost 1 game by 1 and 1 game by 6.
There's the difference in Miami and Memphis. But.
Memphis would get Notre Dame a run for their money, if not beat them. This again. This I don't know why you're
Memphis
not.
Okay.
Do you not think that?
I don't know.
Their defense is awful.
I hope Arkansas wins by 20. I do.
They are
but I'm just saying, it feels like sometimes you see these sucker lines and the entire world's going one direction. And every time, without fail, what happens?
I know.
The other side wins.
Listen, you can't, obviously, because the ref stuff, you can't throw money on this game. But if you could, if that was not part of it, you would. Yeah. I don't. I feel the opposite way. There's a lot of fans, a lot of friends think that Notre Dame's going to pound Arkansas this weekend and a change could possibly be. I don't feel that way at all. I mean, they haven't been at home in nearly a month. And I know they have not played good at home under Sam Pittman with the exception of 2021. They have like one game a year where they show up. This is the game where they're going to show up.
I hope you're right. All right, that's your Morning Rush Daily Question, and it's brought to you by Cart Path Social.
Stopped by there yesterday. Got a chance to give and help with the Dignity Drive, what's going on right now. Christian and Nate have partnered with Rogers Public Schools to help them raise different items, different school items for kids that maybe need it. These are items you can do something as simple as a Walmart donation. You can bring in just school items, or you can bring in stuff that they need around the house, toiletries and whatnot. Again, cartpathsocial.com. It's always a great place for indoor golf right now. And if you bring by items, you're going to be entered to win prizes from local businesses at the end of the month. 122 Grant Place in Lowell, right across from Atwood's. That's Cart Path Social.
All right, we're here at Rally House. We're rallying to get you ready for the game.
Rally cry, like Coach O with the USA team.
Game on Saturday's a stripe out. You're going to need something red or white to wear to the game. It's also an 11 a.m. game. Jeremy joins us here from Rally House. This is, to me, you got to layer up. It's going to be a little cool when you leave the house and you head to the stadium. You're going to get in the game and you're going to want to shed a pullover. You're going to want to shed a light quarter zip and get down to business probably by the end of the first quarter. And, so you may need a couple things to wear on Saturday. All right, hang on here. Somebody didn't turn your mic on. That'd probably be me. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're going to need layers, and we've got them all, from tank tops to full-size full-size coats. We've got them. Yeah,
and you've got – I was just cruising through the store here. Every kind of brand you can imagine, from Vineyard Vines to Tommy Bahama. You got top-end brands, and then you got very affordable options as well.
That's Rally House's goal. That's their purpose, is to have an outrageous selection in every store.
Well, you've accomplished that.
I got a nice little shit. Now, I'm not going to wear this on Saturday. I got a nice little Sherpa Columbia flannel. I'm a big, this, whatever this stuff is fantastic. I also got a sweatshirt as well. Got a sweater hog hat, so we're geared up, ready to go, Jeremy.
Yeah, got the matching hat with the hoodie. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now, you've got tell me about what's going on tomorrow afternoon and Saturday. You've got a special deal with Image One with some gear from 1 to 6 tomorrow afternoon, and then Saturday from 8 to 11 for the early birds.
Absolutely. So this is new to Rally House. We've started doing this thing where we bring in vendors to promote their product in store. And this week it's going to be Image One. They're going to be doing product giveaways, raffling some items from their company, and then just promoting their product for Razorbacks in the store.
Now the sheet you gave me, it's got a hoodie on it, and it looks like a sweatshirt, but I don't know what. I'm sure the variety is going to be a lot bigger than that. So
yeah, so we, if you look behind you, you've got those. Those are all Image One minus the Nike polos, but those Image One hoodies behind you. Now I can't speak to what Image One is going to be giving away.
Feels comfortable.
These are the very soft, lightweight hoodies as well. That's
absolutely.
So these are awesome. So and very affordable too. So you come check out. You got a variety of colors as well. You've also got everything from toys for kids. I'm noticing the Razorback 18-wheel truck over here that I remember having some of those, not a Razorback when I was a kid, to game balls, autograph balls, a lot more that would go beyond just apparel.
Oh, yeah. Anytime my wife brings my 2-year-old in here, I'm leaving with at least one of the cars.
Yeah. So
he's probably got 3 of the Razorback semi-truck toys.
What is the most unique thing you've got in here?
Ooh. For this store, it's the touchdown hogs. So the statues you saw coming in,
the concrete ones,
they are. I don't know of any other store that carries anything close to that.
Is that what just goes outside your house?
Yeah.
When you walk up.
Yeah.
And have that? Okay.
It's on the bottom left of our stream down here too.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got one
Cole's
in my
got it
office,
up.
so
we got our video stream.
Yeah.
Jeremy, he's got it up on our.
I don't know. Do you know where y'all get those from?
They are made in.
Because there's a place in Alpena, Arkansas, on the way to Harrison that makes them. I didn't know if that's where they came from or not.
I believe they're manufactured in Little Rock.
Okay.
Because they're handmade. They can only make about 2 at a time, and then they load them up in one of their employees' the bed of their truck, and he hand delivers them to each store in Arkansas.
The thing I was noticing about these, they're you can tell they've taken their time to paint them, and then it looks like it's got some kind of glossy protective coating on it, so it doesn't get all faded and looking bad. So.
Absolutely, they I had never heard of a touchdown hog till I moved up here, and the first shipment we got, we had it for 4 hours.
Wow,
and they were gone.
They're gone
in
just
all
like
the stores over here.
Okay.
All right. So people can come in. You got special hours tomorrow, 10 to 10.
Yep.
Saturday, 8 a.m. you'll open up. So if you need something red or white to fit your section, you've got the stripe out chart here in the store. So if you're not sure if it's red or white for your section, you've got the chart here for that as well.
Yes, sir. If you need help finding something, we'll be here.
All right, so whether it's a T-shirt, whether it's a quarter zip, whether it's a collared shirt, maybe you're not sure you want to wear something that's got red and white in it. Maybe you're a mood seat.
Saturday.
Got that too. So you got it all here at Rally House. MLK next door to 7 Brew. What's the exact physical address here?
That's a great question.
It is 1159 MLK Junior
go.
Boulevard.
It's right there on my screen, isn't it? Colton put it right there,
Thanks,
so I
Colton.
wouldn't miss it. Thank you, Colton. 1159 MLK, right across from what was called Lot 56. Now it's like Lot 322-324 or something.
How long was it like that, and then how long did it till they changed it?
I don't know how long, but for years. So
I think you hit the nail on the head earlier. We're right next to 7 Brew.
Yeah. That
how often do you drink coffee?
I don't.
Okay, all right. I used to not, and now I feel like
I'm a cold glass of water in the morning.
Okay,
guy.
I got you.
I'm with you. I'm not a big coffee guy either. All right, can you join us next hour?
Absolutely.
Hopefully you're too busy to do that with customers in here, but you're open now and come get anything you need. Get Razorback ready for Saturday's game here at Rally House. Again, 1159 MLK Junior Boulevard in Fayetteville, right next door to 7 Brew.
So we asked a question earlier that Colton has since gone to do the research. Colton, you thought you were done with school until you started doing radio, but we asked the question: Arkansas 7-19 under one-score games with Sam Pittman. Of those 7 wins, Colton, how many of those are against Power 4 now opponents?
You have 2 wins against Mississippi State, 1 win against LSU, 1 win against Florida, and 1 win against Tennessee, and 1 against Kansas. So all of your So hold on. I guess in Cincinnati as well, because they weren't in the Big 12 then, but they are now. So all 7 of your wins are against Power 4 opponents.
And that was, again, a college football playoff team. That was when Luke Fickell was actually doing a good job coaching football. Now he's in Madison, and things are not going well. So that's, again, you asked that question, and now I have a better sense of an answer.
All right. Hey, Saturday, if you're not going to the game, you're looking for a place to watch, and you're in Fort Smith, Joe's Grill and Cantina. They'll be open before 11, so you can come in and get your seat. Half-price apps and taps on all the appetizers. All the beers on tap will be half price as well, so you can enjoy the game with your fellow Hog fans, wear your Hog gear, get the special on the half-price apps and taps. So you can kind of start out chips and salsa, maybe some of that cheese dip that haven't put the taco meat in it. Then you could move on to, the ballpark nachos or the Mexican pizza or the 7-layer dip, and then, maybe get you some tacos as well to go with that, and all your favorite cold beers on tap as well. Half-price apps and taps for the game Saturday. Only one spot to go, Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street across from Harps.
You going to the board meeting today and tomorrow? Did they invite you to be an honorary board member?
No, they did not.
Okay.
Talking about the Board of Trustees?
Board of Trustees meeting, yeah.
No, Governor didn't ask me to be there.
That's a shame. Hour 2 coming up. Tom Murphy, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette joins us as we return on the Morning Rush live from Rally House off MLK.
Need a new fence but not ready to pay all at once? The Fence Man, serving Fort Smith for over 40 years, offers 18-month financing so you can secure your home or office now and pay over time. Free quotes, custom designs, and the expertise to accomplish what most can't. Call 479-782-3936 or visit thefencemanAR.com. The Fence Man, he ain't afraid of no work.
Do you feel that, Arkansas? The Lotto jackpot is now more than $1 million. Why should you care? Because this $1 million+ prize can only be won in Arkansas. There are 2 Lotto drawings every week, and the jackpot keeps growing until there's a winner. Join the fun and play Lotto today. A $2 ticket could change your life. Get yours in stores today. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Hey, this is Chad Warner, product manager for Booyah Bait Company in Fort Smith, Arkansas. The hottest swim jig on the Arkansas River right now is the Booyah Mobster. It was designed by the Muddy Water Mob, a bunch of river rats from Arkansas and Oklahoma, and it's winning tournaments on Dardanelle and Kerr like clockwork. If you're fishing submerged vegetation, water willow, lily pads, you need a Booyah Mobster to reel them in. Available at lurenet.com and tackle stores throughout Arkansas and Oklahoma, the Booyah Mobster.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
This is The Morning Rush. Thanks for watching us here on ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man, he ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacale.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Man, this takes me back to the 2000s.
All your Y2K favorites are back for only $3 or less, only at Taco Bell.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
Does your Razorback closet need an upgrade? The University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you're looking for, only at Roback.com. They've custom designed the best hoodies, polos, and Q-zips for your school. Go check out this and more at Roback.com, and don't forget to use our link for 20% off. Use code RUSH25 at checkout on Roback.com for 20% off your first order. That's RHOBACK.com. 20% off all hoodies, joggers, and more with Rush 25. Roback, where action meets comfort.
Get 20% off on your first order with the code RUSH25.
You don't always win your first bet. That's why MyBookie has you covered. Use our code HOGS, H-O-G-S, and your first bet up to $500 is fully covered. If your pick doesn't hit, you get it right back with our Bet Back bonus. Go to mybookie.ag and use the code HOGS to claim your Bet Back bonus. MyBookie's where bettors win together because bragging's good, but cashing in is better. And your first bet is fully covered. Use our code HOGS.
Must opt in during the bet to use the Bet Back bonus.
Dad, the driver looks dirty. You yucky, Daddy.
Hey, don't worry, boys. That's what we do best. At My Dreams Mo Wash, we make homes, businesses, and even big industrial spaces shine like new.
So you can clean houses and big buildings?
That's right. Residential, commercial, or industrial. No job's too big or too small. Call My Dreams Mo Wash today at 479-763-5561 or visit mjmowash.com.
My Junior's Mobile Wash. One call cleans it all.
Neil Young is getting old, searching for a heart of gold. His only number one song is the number one thing most people get wrong. We tend to think we're as good as gold, but in Jeremiah 17:9 it's told, the human heart is desperately wicked right from the start. The Holy Spirit will rip you apart, but then give you a new heart. Mine for the treasure of Jesus written in the scrolls. Otherwise, you're chasing fool's gold. I'm Pastor Heath from Woodland. Read about it.
Thanks for watching us here on ESPN.
That's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. They may take our life, but they'll never take our freedom.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight. That's what you've earned here tonight. One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game. Not tonight.
A day may come when the courage of men fails, when we forsake our friends and break all bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day. This day we fight. Loud and clear now. Loud and proud, baby. Here we go.
Live from the Busch Light Studios. With Ty Richardson.
Flip that, Colton.
And Tommy Kraft.
Ty, you're a pretty smart guy.
And produced by Colton Little. This is The Morning Rush.
Appreciate you just, stating the obvious yesterday about me being a pretty smart guy. I know there's no sarcasm in that statement, right?
None.
Okay.
Well, that's exactly how I feel.
Hey, you weren't being facetious at all or whatever.
No, none.
Hey, we're here at Rally House off MLK. Not only do they have the location that we're at right now, they also have the one in Rogers, Fort Smith, and also off Shiloh Drive near Target and PetSmart in Fayetteville. We'll get a chance to talk with Jeremy later on this hour. Big Tommy, as I was kind of walking over, I was just kind of looking at our surroundings. They got a big ladies section over there too. So I know it's National Daughters Day, so maybe you get something for your
really?
two daughters.
Yeah, that's not that they don't get anything all the time.
Yeah, they just have your credit card on.
Yeah, exactly. So I was noticing some nice barware. Made me think they've got some bar sets that got Razorbacks on them. Made me think of yesterday afternoon. I stopped in at Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's and met some good friends and business partners of mine just for late afternoon conversation. So nice in there because not only can you have an adult conversation because the conversation or music or TVs aren't drowning you out, but they've got a great variety of wines and great bourbons and great beers on tap as well. I also noticed on the table they've got their happy hour menu that they start when they open at 4. They had some short rib nachos. They were $10 where they take short ribs that they do and cover a nice big plate of nachos. We didn't get any, but boy, they look good at the table next door to us. Also got wings. I know you're a big wing guy. Get a big plate of wings, yeah. 10 and 20. They had those on special, and that's at happy hour plus drink specials as well. So check out Uncorked for happy hour. Some of my buddies were out on the patio because it's a beautiful afternoon to sit outside and have a cold one on the patio. They got comfortable furniture. They got TVs out there if you want to watch sports or watch the news or whatever you want to watch. They've got those out there as well. Make reservations for this weekend, maybe for date night or night out. It's Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's, or make those reservations online at uncorkedthefort.com.
So this weekend, well, it is a football game. It's an event, just like the Ryder Cup in New York. I don't know if I necessarily had Ed Ogeron encouraging United States fans like you heard in our open this morning. Also, a bunch of different rally cries and movies over the years, considering we're at Rally House this morning. But it is, I will say, and like the pregame and the build-up, whether it's here in Fayetteville that we'll have in 2 days, or obviously what's going to happen at Bethpage Black here the next few days. I love that. Getting a chance to take in the Waste Management Open and getting there at 4 o'clock in the morning and chance of USA before 6 a.m., just like the crowd erupting. That is one of my favorite parts, is just the build-up and anticipation for an event like this.
It is definitely a bucket list event. I didn't look to see where it's going to be at in 4 years. Of course, 2 years from now it goes back to Europe. I think it'd be cool to go to an event over there, but I think it's definitely a bucket list event for me that I want to get to, and had a chance to go to Bethpage this year. Just couldn't. If it fell any other weekend but the Notre Dame game,
you'd go.
I'd go.
Like it was like State or Auburn or Texas A&M.
Yeah, I mean someone that
you play
I don't
regularly.
Exactly, but Notre Dame's a game you just can't miss.
Let me ask
Ryder
you
Cup
this.
in 29 is at Hazeltine in Chaska, Minnesota.
I was just there.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Hazeltine, but I was just in Minneapolis this week.
How close is that to Minneapolis?
Oh, like 30 minutes.
Okay, so you can fly to.
Yeah.
Does X&A? They have. No, you went out of Tulsa, but
I did this time.
X&A has
the rest
direct.
of our crew went out. Yeah, they went out on Delta. I had to take the long route. So.
Can you get a flight 4 years in advance out of X&A to Minnesota?
I don't know about that.
That's
a doable deal there.
They've added more flights. I know that you and I have advocated for Southwest to get a hub in X&A, but X&A is added their air traffic and the amount of flights they've had is more than it's ever been in 25.
Yeah, and hopefully one of these days when you pull up to the front door, it won't be under construction. So that's my next wish. For
what is it? Spring 26, I think.
Almighty,
is when it is.
Like
is that right, Dale? You live right across the street.
The last 10 times I've flown out of there, it's a little rough getting in and out. So,
all right.
Particularly if it's raining.
Well, we're here at Rally House this morning. It's time to talk with our buddy Tom Murphy, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette, who joins us every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 o'clock. Tom, obviously a lot's kind of heading into this game. It's an event. We were kind of kicking around earlier. Tom, is this the only game you anticipate Arkansas playing the Fighting Irish at home? Because I just don't think this is going to be on your schedule. You obviously play them on the road in 28, but this might be the only time that Arkansas fans get to watch the Fighting Irish in Fayetteville.
It was a pleasure. It very well could be. I mean, obviously the SEC has a mandated Power 4 out-of-conference game every year. And, Arkansas has kind of trended toward scheduling Big 12 teams on that. And even Utah, coming over to the Big 12. But who knows? I mean, Notre Dame, I think what they do is have a working partnership with the ACC on their scheduling, and so they're not going to get away from playing some of their standard. I think Stanford and the Michigan and some teams like that, and so it's a little bit out of character for them to schedule Arkansas. But I'm so glad that it happened, and I still rue 2020 because obviously Arkansas would have opened the year up there, and that would have been a really, really neat trip to see Touchdown Jesus and see the game there. And also they got denied a game at Arrowhead Stadium against the Chiefs that year. And who knows, maybe a neutral site game. Arkansas wins that one that wound up being kind of a classic, the 50-48 game.
Yeah, that KJ came in because that was the game. Tommy, remember us sitting together at Joe's, and when you were like, KJ starting, you're like, this can be rough. And then he ended up playing really well, and unfortunately Felipe couldn't play, but KJ had an outstanding day that day, Tom, I think in his first start as a Razorback.
Well, I think he might have gotten one against LSU in that really crazy 2019.
Oh, yeah, Joe Burrow,
yeah. Yeah, it was one of those games through there at the end when it was kind of chaotic. But it was a phenomenal start by KJ, and it kind of was the eye-opener to what he would become in 2021. But it was a wild game. I mean, when they took the lead on a totally gift two-point conversion, the pass hit off a Missouri defender, and then Mike Woods caught it. You think they might have a chance to win, but of course Missouri goes down and gets the late field goal by Nevis.
Tom, this game Saturday, listen to Sam Pittman on the teleconference, and then last night on his coach's show. Arkansas's healthy, man. I know he mentioned Taylor a little banged up this week, but Two Deep sounds like it's good and ready to go. We've talked about obviously heading into SEC play and hoping Talon stays healthy, but I mean, what kind of impact is that going to have on Saturday? It seems like they got Oki's going to get more snaps. Rhodes obviously played more. What kind of impact do we see that for Arkansas across the board Saturday?
Well, it certainly helps if you're down a D end or two, you're in real trouble against Notre Dame. And I felt like I had a really good read on what would happen at Ole Miss. Now, I didn't think Chambliss would play as well as he did, but I felt it would be of the shootout variety, both teams in the 30s. Here, what I expect is Notre Dame is going to try to control the game and the clock with its running game. And if you kind of look at it on paper, you're like, well, how is Arkansas going to slow them down? Because their run defense got shredded pretty good last week at Memphis. So, they've been working on that. It's very important, I think, for Arkansas to force Notre Dame in the air. And I think they're very capable of passing it, too, with C.J. Carr. But I kind of think that's what the game plan is. And so maybe both teams try to control the game a little bit with their run, and maybe it's not as high scoring. But I think most people look at it and say, is Arkansas going to stop Notre Dame enough to win the game? And if Talon Green is healthy, I see Arkansas having some big-time offensive success like they've had in the other game. The key is to be able to continue the scoring in the second half. So I said before the Memphis game, no matter what happened, that I gave Arkansas a good chance of winning this game, and I stand by that.
Yeah. Tom Murphy with us, Morning Rush Live at Rally House on MLK in Fayetteville. Tom, I know you always break down when you're writing your pre-game columns and give an edge to one team or the other at the different units. Which way you leaning at the quarterback spot this week? Who has the edge with the signal caller this week?
Well, I'm about halfway through it, and but if you look at that on its surface, I've already made that quarterback pick. On the surface, Talon's numbers are huge. I mean, he's 17th in efficiency. He's the highest. He's got the most rushing yards of any FBS quarterback, and his efficiency numbers are better than Carr's, and he's at home. So I think you have to edge Talon Green there, and if he's healthy, and if they scheme Notre Dame up enough, and that his runs are more successful than their RPOs. And we had given him such credit for great RPO reads all season until last week. I think he made a few erroneous ones. He has to make the read on the spot, and I'm sure he followed what he saw. But Memphis just did a good job at shooting guys into the run gaps and preparing for that RPO game. But if he makes good reads and is able to run the ball, I give Arkansas a chance to score a lot of points here.
Coach talked Monday about A, flying to the ball defensively, B, making the tackle when you get there. How do you fix that at this point in the season? How can you practice more on that? And what do you think they've done this week to correct this obvious problem?
That's a great point. It was the single biggest factor that caused Arkansas to lose last week, I felt, was lack of good tackling. Because if you do tackle well, you're just not in that situation at the end where there's a fumble. To hear Sam Pittman on the radio last night talking about it, it's been a very physical practice. And reading between the lines, what that means to me is they're tackling better, that they did live tackling this week, and they have to be better. I mean, if Sutton Smith at Memphis can bounce off linebackers, there's no reason Jeremiah Love and Price can't do the same thing, because they are tremendous backs. So they've got to get more guys to the ball. They have to wrap and drive instead of hit a guy hard. It looks good, but if you don't wrap, you don't drive them to the ground. And so there's got to be more of that. And obviously, if you get more guys to the ball, there's more chance to strip if you hold the guy up. You don't see Arkansas guys working for the strip or the punch out much, and it's got to be a part of what your tackling regimen is, especially if you're the second guy onto the play.
Do we need to see more emotion this week from the team? I know that, there's celebrations following plays, but do we need to see it from the top down, more visible emotion?
Yeah, I mean, and that's what it's worth, and you don't want to expend extra energy on it, but I do believe keeping the crowd engaged, showing emotion on a tackle for loss and things like that, it can be good for you as long as it's not outside the bounds. But and that kind of wraps into the question of they had such a lead and what led to what happened in the second half. Well, there were some missed assignments on offense. And I do believe the Heat played a role in that, and Sam Pittman referenced it in the post game, that your mind is not as focused if you're really hot and fighting through that. So I believe it's going to be better weather on this one, which could help Notre Dame a little bit. But I think it all ties into, they need to be more emotional in this game.
All right, let's go back because Coach did mention that on Monday that the heat in Memphis. What were your takeaways at this point? I mean, it was warm, but it wasn't hot. I mean, what were your thoughts on that comment from Coach on Monday about the heat being maybe a deciding factor?
Well, it's sad because you feel like Arkansas is well trained and got through all that, and that Memphis outperformed them in the heat in the second half. But let me assure you, having been on the field in pregame and hearing reports from, like, our photographer got really hot. At the end of the day, he was done. I mean, because it was coming off that artificial turf. So not only are you getting the 90-degree heat, but you're getting that reflected bounce. I'm telling you guys, the artificial turf at Oklahoma State last year, it was burning up when I was down there in the fourth quarter. And to think that your legs are, and your lungs and all that are exposed to that the whole game, it can fatigue you. You just would hope that Arkansas would be the more physical, fit team in that kind of situation. And maybe that will be the case on Saturday at 11 a.m.
Tom Murphy with us, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Obviously, that game was in Memphis, Tom. They're back in Fayetteville for the first time in 28 days. Razorbacks have won, like one big game a year here the last 3 years. Didn't really have that in 23. Struggles in Fayetteville. I mean, they're apparent. How do you change that if you're Pittman starting tomorrow at 11? Because you got the three-game homestead coming up. Like, how do you change that if you're Sam Pittman heading this game Saturday?
Well, that's a great question. It may be the whole key to getting a big win is what do you do to change the mood, the atmosphere? There's a lot of upset fans. He knows that. The team knows it because you've come so close. I just feel so bad for the program that, you see other teams in the league starting out with massive home slates and if they have a conference game, it's, not one of the top teams in the conference in many cases. And yet you have a road game in conference play at Ole Miss. And then you have another very hard road, the best group of 5 or group of 6 team maybe in the nation right now. Those are your road games in your first 4. So I feel bad. What would their confidence level be if they had pulled off one or both of those games? They could have been sitting here at 4-0. I mean, I heard a lot of fans speculating they could start 4-0 and they'd be a ranked team. This would be a ranked game. That's how close they were to doing that with the late fumble. So I just feel bad. But that's the mystery to unlocking the potential of this team and having them play at their best is what do you do to get them refocused and hold on to a lead if you have it and win a big game at home in front of your home crowd and having them engaged the whole way through.
Tom, we'll leave it there, man. Good stuff. We'll chat about the game on Tuesday, okay?
Sounds great. See y'all.
All right, Tom Murphy with us Tuesdays and Thursdays on the Morning Rush, brought to you by Oaklawn Sports. If you haven't downloaded the Oaklawn Sports app, do that before the weekend. Football's here and in full swing right now. From the NFL to college football, you'll find every type of wager you can find. New customers can earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Plus, you can check out the 10% profit boost for new and existing customers on qualifying 3-leg parlays and same-game parlays. Earn a profit boost of up to 10% when you parlay with odds of at least plus 1,000. It turns into plus 1,100 for you with the Oaklawn Sports app. Plus, we mentioned golf this weekend. Ryder Cup will be there. NFL and, of course, Major League Baseball as it winds down its season, all available on the Oaklawn Sports app. Bet with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting
Loud and clear now. Loud and proud, baby. Here we go. 3. USA. USA. USA.
Did you know Coach O was a golf fan at all?
I don't know that he still is. I think he's a party fan, and
he?
It's a party at the Ryder Cup.
So the equivalent, I think I may have asked you this before the show, it is more like the Waste Management Open than it would be Augusta at this
1,000%,
weekend.
yeah.
Just more. I still remember. Now, help me on the golfer. There was a United States fan that was talking crap to a certain golfer, and was like, "All right, well, you come putt it." And he put $100 down, $100 down. Who was that golfer, by the way?
Wasn't it Ian Poulter?
I think so. And he made it. Like,
yeah.
Shout out, but that's more of it. There's a little more trash talk, a little more back and forth. United States, I didn't know this, have only lost, 4 times on the home soil? So
well, I mean, the road team has struggled over the history of the event.
To me, golf is, and help me on this, to me, golf is not like an SEC venue when Arkansas is going to have to go to Knoxville in 2 weeks. Like, I get the advantage there. And I know maybe you get to play the course a little bit more, but I'm kind of struck when I see these records, or when you bring up the United States has only lost 4 times. I'm surprised it's that lopsided. I would think there'd be a lot of back and forth regardless of where you're playing, just because of the nature of golf.
I think I don't think we understand the pressure on this event.
Okay.
It's not an individual event like golf usually is. It is a team event. If you're one of the 12 guys, you got the weight of the country, and if you're on the European team, the weight of a continent. It's a bigger deal in Europe than it is here. Much bigger.
Is
deal.
it really?
Oh yeah.
Well, they hate the United States, right?
Well, I mean, golf and the gambling on golf has been a much longer, bigger tradition there. There will be tens of millions wagered in Europe on the outcome of this event. And the United States football has our attention right now, so it's not as big of an event. But so it's pressure packed. To me, it's the biggest event in golf from the standpoint that you're playing for your country. I know we have Olympic golf now, but you're playing to represent something bigger than just you. And golf is generally, like I said, an individual sport. You don't have a teammate to let you down or pick you up. And in this event, you owe it to the other guys on your team and your captains and your country. And I think it just adds a layer of pressure that these guys normally don't fold to in a normal event. I think the pressure is even greater in a Ryder Cup than it is in any of the majors.
So who has more pressure, Keegan Bradley or Sam Pittman this weekend? That Keegan picked the right team, and that Sam Pittman's got his team ready to go.
There's no buyout for Keegan, so I'm going to go with Keegan because he's not guaranteed anything if he gets fired.
And not that football is maybe the level of fandom across the United States in golf, but it's a pretty condensed Arkansas fan base versus the entire, I'd say, United States. But to your point, there's not necessarily a buyout for that setup.
I just don't know. As much as I love golf and you love golf, we'll pay attention, but it won't have our undivided attention even this weekend. So, there's a great deal of pressure, but I don't think you can put as much pressure on yourself in a major as you will for this event this weekend.
Speaking of this weekend, again, we're here at Rally House this morning. Before we go to break, I've got some Kiffin stuff I want to get into in our SEC update. Better game this weekend. I'm going to give you 3. Colin, I want you to jump in on this too. You got Oregon going to Penn State and Happy Valley. It's been a nutso game. LSU in Oxford, and Georgia and Alabama. What's the better game of those 3? And if you want to put the rider, to me, I'd watch all 3 of those football games. I'm not a big avid golf watcher. I love to play it. I play it every week. Not really a big fan.
This is different.
Yeah.
Trust me, you want to watch some of this weekend. I don't know how much experience you have watching a Ryder Cup.
Man, I can't even
You can get in it because there's trash talking. The crowd is jeering the Europeans this weekend. It's your kind of disrespectful spectator behavior this weekend.
Love that.
Yeah.
So 3, I'm going to be on my best behavior.
You like low decorum, so I mean this is for you.
Not me this weekend, but what's the best football game of the 3?
Oh, I think probably from a matchup standpoint, LSU Ole Miss is probably more evenly matched. I mean, Georgia-Bama is Georgia-Bama, but I think
Georgia's going to dog walk.
Exactly. I think Georgia.
That's lost a lot of luster since
it has, and I think Georgia's a much better football team than Bama. I think it's much closer between LSU and Ole Miss.
Penn State and Oregon, top 6 matchup. Penn State never wins a game like this.
That'd be a good night.
Unfortunately, David Fuchs. What did you say, Colton?
The Penn State and Oregon State game is a whiteout, so that may bode well for the Nittany Lions. But I'm with Tommy. LSU and Ole Miss, that should be absolute cinema.
Yeah, should be. Hey, the final splash sale of the year is going on now at Burton Pools and Spas. Your last chance to make a big splash this summer. Make waves with big savings on 15 by 30 semi-in-ground pools, just $19,999. And for the ultimate backyard upgrade, get an Aquacrete in-ground pool and get a free hot tub or sauna. And if you're looking for something maybe a little smaller, plunge pools can fit the perfect small footprint, only $39,995. But hurry in, these deals won't last forever. It's going on now at Burton Pools and Spas, the final splash sale. Right now, they got 4 locations, Fort Smith, Greenland, Springdale, and Hot Springs, and online at burtonpools.com.
SEC update coming up. We'll also get to some more text here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. We are live at Rally House off MLK in Fayetteville. Come by and see us.
I think it's your girlfriend called.
Text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, home of the Lewis Guarantee.
I'm going to get in trouble tonight, but I kind of don't care.
This is the Morning Rush.
Arkansas Fuel Injection in Fort Smith has been providing quality work for all new and rebuilt diesel pumps and injectors for over 25 years. They are a certified diesel shop with a team of quality technicians that ensure the highest quality workmanship and warranties all their work. They are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and has emergency service available 24 hours a day. For all your diesel pump, fuel injection, and parts needs, stop by Arkansas Fuel Injection, 6300 South 29th Street, Fort Smith. Call them today at 1-800-817-7709. Arkansas Fuel Injection.
Budweiser, the American lager. Time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Save up to $4,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
Colorworks Paint and Body in Barling offers professional automotive painting, bodywork, and fabrication that is unsurpassed in talent and dedication. Owner Andy Harrod uses the latest in collision repair technology to ensure all damage is addressed, whether it's visible or hidden, and works with all insurance companies. Andy and his crew have the experience and commitment to give you complete trust in the repair of your vehicle, no matter the size of the job. Colorworks is located at 1206 Fort Street in Barling, across from Dollar General, and is on Facebook, where you can check out their work.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Call Randy Milam in Alma or Brandon Zimmerman in Barley.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyers. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out, sawyers-sunrooms.com.
Come see Cody and the gang on Advanced Mechanical Performance. You can find him at 3201 Wheeler Avenue in Fort Smith. Need repair or service for your ATV or UTV? Advanced Mechanical Performance can do it all, as well as taking care of all of your power sports parts accessory needs. Give him a call today at 434-4161. That's 434-4161. Or stop by 3201 Wheeler Avenue. Advanced Mechanical Performance. It's what you should be striving for.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion.
You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about the tough there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
The Hawks have finally held the first SEC tournament championship for Arkansas.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
You know, the Oklahoma is really disappointing. You know, we don't have anything in common with them or our fans, and so that doesn't make any sense at all. And so that's unfortunate with so many great teams that we played for a long time here, especially from our SEC West years. So that's unfortunate. You know, it is what it is. It's great to, obviously the Egg Bowl was stained, so they really had two choices. And so the LSU makes sense, and that's great. And the other one makes no sense.
Lane Kiffin's not afraid to speak his mind. Pretty outspoken guy. Not a fan of that Oklahoma matchup. If you saw this on Tuesday night, or even earlier reported by Chris Lowe, that Ole Miss's permanent opponent for at least 4 years is going to be Oklahoma. Now, I've stepped out in front. When 2030 rolls around, I hope they flip LSU in Texas for Oklahoma and Ole Miss for Arkansas.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's going to happen or not. But I kind of think he wanted to see Arkansas on the schedule, Tommy, mainly because, you know, he's 4-2 against the Razorbacks the last 6 years. But, I mean, there's a lot more history and dynamics with Ole Miss and Oxford and Arkansas and Fayetteville.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of teams that historically over what's happened the last 15 years would love to have Arkansas as an opponent every year. So, you know, I think we will see a day soon, like you said again. Maybe it's going to be at least 4 years that you have Ole Miss back permanently. Mm-hmm. It's a new world when you're not playing Ole Miss or Mississippi State on a regular basis. It's a whole new world for the Razorbacks.
And they've had some iconic games in Starkville, some wins, some losses. But I just think Ole Miss is more the team that. There's different dynamics within each SEC fan base when you go up against one another, but I would say Ole Miss and Oklahoma are definitely different in that regard. He also touched on the other elephant in the room, which is his daughter dating the star linebacker for LSU, Whit Weeks.
Whit's an awesome kid and comes from a great family, and glad that those two are happy together. And you know, has nothing to do with the game itself.
Colton, have you have you hit the over yet? Ole Miss is over for this game against LSU, 2:30 on Saturday.
I'm definitely going to. It's gonna be a high scoring game, I'm sure.
Did you see that he said bet the over?
Yeah, I did. I heard that clip last night.
That was funny.
Made me wonder. Is he going to get a call from the commissioner on that?
It's two incidents: the Kentucky game and this, and that's one of the things. Like, I mean,
and I know he was joking. It was said but I don't think they take a lot of humor when it comes to gambling and trying to keep all that on the up and up. I don't know that people rush to their phones to bet the over because he said it, but it just made me wonder. I wonder if Sankey will be placing a phone call on that one.
Well, Greg Sankey, it's funny when he sat down with us at SEC Media Days. He's like, "Yeah, I always get a little apprehensive," and I'm paraphrasing. I get a little apprehensive when Coach Drinkwitz and Coach Kiffin get on the podium.
Yeah.
And what did Drinkwitz say at the very beginning of that? He was like, "Thanks, Mark Womack."
Oh, for the schedule.
Yeah, and then Kiffin said something else. I think during one of his opening monologues that if you were in his shoes, you're like, I don't know if I necessarily like that. But I kind of wondered about that too when I saw that on social media. Speaking of Ole Miss, Jackson Dart, former Ole Miss quarterback, started for the Giants now. It sounds like Brian Dable talked about that this week.
And was this? Did I read this right? It's kind of on a 3-game trial. And going to see how it goes, and then kind of determine where they're going moving forward.
Colton, I'm going to be honest. I just kind of saw the title basically. I didn't really do you know any on that details?
I haven't heard much either as terms of what the window is for Jackson Dart to start. I do know that they do like him there, but I'm upset because I obviously want it to be Jameis time.
Famous Jameis. Yeah. I don't know why the Bengals wouldn't trade for him. Other quarterback news as we close down our SEC update here at Rally House off MLK this morning. Tommy, it sounds like Chambliss is going to start again against LSU. I don't know how you take him out if he wins this football game the rest of the year. I don't care if Simmons gets healthy or not. He's your guy if you're Ole Miss.
We'll see if Simmons plays, and he tells me that it was a high ankle sprain most likely, and that those things just take longer to heal.
Antonio Jordan's got one right now. Sam Pittman talked about in the teleconference yesterday. And not only you have to get back, but you have to kind of – I know he played a little bit in an SEC game, and I guess he played against Kentucky for 3/4, 4/5 of that game. But he kind of going against LSU in a game back and maybe the best defense in college football, or at least one of them, that's not necessarily a recipe for success if you're Lane Kiffin and Austin Simmons.
Yeah. So, clearly he wasn't ready to play against Arkansas. Still got a first down.
And threw a touchdown to a guy that was was in 10 yards.
On one leg, but, nonetheless.
I'll tell you what, the two plays, you were talking about effort earlier, the two plays that I just wanted to walk out of the stadium in both Memphis and Oxford was that 3rd and 7 play that you're talking about, that Ole Miss was driving. Chambliss got that cut on his finger, and Simmons on one ankle takes it 7 yards on an option. Didn't even pitch it, just took it. And then the final play for the backup quarter, what's his name? Colt Arlington?
Madden Arlington.
That takes it, drags your defensive line 10 yards and picks up the first down when everyone in the building knew he was running the football.
It was hot, so it was warm.
You could have started up on. They lose on Monday. It was hot.
Yeah. All right, that's your SEC updates brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group. If you're looking for a turnkey solution for your construction project, APAC and Standard Materials Group is Northwest Arkansas's #1 provider for aggregates, asphalt, and ready-mix concrete. And if you need more than just materials, APAC can help you with surveying, engineering, construction, drone capabilities, trucking, and logistics, all under one roof, all with one phone call. 479-587-3300 is that number. That's 587-3300 for APAC and Standard Materials Group.
You sent us a clip this morning that I had not heard until you sent it. This was a fall wedding conversation, always gets brought up this time of year, and this was Marco Rubio.
This thing about people getting married on Saturdays during college football season is a scourge, Mr. President. It's dividing families. I don't know if we can have an executive order on this. It's insane, but it's really difficult. There's 7 other months of the year that people can get married, so I just wanted to say that because it's very, very difficult.
You can eliminate one. 11 a.m. kickoffs or fall weddings. Which are you eliminating?
Fall
weddings.
Yeah.
Colton, 11 a.m. kickoff for fall weddings.
As a man that has an anniversary here in 5 days, I'm going to eliminate 11 a.m. kickoffs. I rallied hard against that 2 years ago. I said, they're playing Texas A&M. They're going to win the game, Gabby. She said, no, they're not, and you're getting married to me on this day. I said, fine. I lobbied for April.
That would have been, 23 or 22 when
it was
you got
23.
Married. Okay, so that's when KJ got sacked 10 times and was on his butt. I think every other play in Arkansas just got demolished. I hope when I meet a young lady and we fall in love that we don't have to get married during the fall. But I'm not a fan.
Well, hang on. You've always said you're going to run your show. You're going to be in charge. She'll do what you say.
As I continue.
That's what you've always preached. You were going to be the hero for all us men that are married and have no say.
It's for.
What's happened here?
As you go through life, you learn a thing or two.
Is it hot in here? I mean, what's going on?
I figured out that it's a common occurrence, not of just one friend, but every one of my friends that are whipped since they've been married. So I'm probably not going to be the outlier.
Describe it just that way to her. Be so remote.
That I don't want to be. That I don't want to be whipped. Or are you talking about to my friends? Yeah. Some are more whipped than others. Like you have more. You have friends that obviously are more whipped than others. It varies.
Most of mine are old enough not to care anymore. So.
Well, no. Here's what happened. The difference in dynamics. So there's friends my age that have been married 2 or 3 years. Your friends obviously have been married for 20, 30, 40 years. The women want them out of the house. The women still 100%. Want mine around. So they're having to battle that dynamic.
You got to balance being just annoying enough she wants to get rid of you, but will welcome you back at sunset or thereabouts.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Hey, if you're looking to get your favorite lures from Pradco, you can do it at the click of a button. LureNet.com has not only got brands like Rebel, Yum, Booyah, and more that are all made right here in Arkansas, but the site includes exclusive deals and baits you won't find anywhere else from all your favorite brands. Plus free shipping on all U.S. orders over $35. Be sure and treat yourself and your favorite fishing buddies to some new tackle box treasures. Check them all out at LureNet.com.
It's National Quesadilla Day, by the way, if you want to take advantage of a quesadilla. I know you're not going to go cheese only because that's like
but
cheese only pizza. That
Fajita, vegetables, cheese, then that chicken's fine, steak's fine. I'm not real particular on that.
With the veggies, you
Yes,
got to get the
veggies are the important part.
You got to get the veggies
And plenty of cheese.
Well, speaking of food, last night I did get a kick out of this.
He had a burrito up in his wherever. I forget, where did he go to school? Colorado State? No, San Jose State. And down at the local place to eat, they had named a burrito after him. So, that's a tough deal.
Hard to get a guy away from that.
Hell, somebody names a burrito after me, I'm going to be loyal to him.
What did you say a while back? If you had one thing, it'd be a steak named after you. Because we were talking about
something to be proud of. I don't know if I'd want a burrito named after me, but
I
don't have anything named after me.
Because I think we were talking about with Herman's, it was like you got Cal, you got DVH. I think Coach Taylor and
they're a little more worthy than us.
Coach Pittman.
Yeah.
And you
although Nick, we could have something, you figure it out.
Just have Tommy Kraft next to that.
Yeah,
some special.
Well, the parking lot's only so big, Ty. It's only so big over there at Herman's. Hey, speaking of great getaways, we had some new friends come in. They're here from Connecticut, but here we're looking around the shop in Notre Dame gear. One of the things that, we always talk about things to do in our state, and we were kind of telling some things to do around town. But, if you were here long enough, if you're from out of town, Gaston's. Trout fishing on the White River. Place to go. Gaston's is the spot. If you're going to be traveling this weekend, maybe you're coming to Fayetteville, but you're heading back home and you got a little extra time, a stop over at Gaston's is always perfect. 870-431-5202. Fishing on the rivers right now just at a premium because we're heading into the fall. Temperatures are great. Water temperatures stay the same year-round, but just the temperature to enjoy the fishing in the boat is nearly ideal right now. We're not very far, a few weeks from the foliage changing, so then the views from the White River are even more incredible than they are year-round. And you can enjoy those over the next few weeks as well. Or maybe it's just stopping in for dinner one night. And when you do that, you're going to have a great view of the river and the foliage and all those things as well at Gaston's. 870-431-5202 is the number. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. A first-class time, every time.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
This is the Morning Rush.
Valley Family Dental at the entrance to Riley Farms provides every type of dental care and procedure for you and your family. General dentistry, braces, implants, same-day crowns, and cosmetics. Dr. Sparkman, Farmer, and now Dr. Blaine Van Nice work to give all of their patients a better life with a better smile. Valley Family Dental, 5901 Riley Park Drive, Suite A at the entrance to Riley Farms. Let them know you heard this on ESPN Radio and receive $300 off a snore guard. Valley Family Dental, 479-226-3500 for an appointment or visit valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
Contractors, you've got jobs to win and customers to impress. That's why you choose Luxair HVAC systems, built for performance, efficiency, and reliability. And at J&B Supply, we've had your back since 1968. We're a local family-owned distributor that treats our customers like family too, with the products, expertise, and service you need to get the job done right. For over 50 years, HVAC and plumbing pros have trusted J&B Supply in Fort Smith, Springdale, and Bentonville. J&B Supply, where the professionals go.
Up to $11,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $11,000 off, or take 4.9% for up to 84 months. Lease the all-new 2025 GMC Hummer and go 0 to 60 in under 3.9 seconds for as low as 9. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Have you had Cheerwine yet? The cherry flavored soda has had people coming back since 1917. This is RD with Platinum Distributing. We help bring Cheerwine to the River Valley for you to try. Nothing goes with food like Cheerwine. Burgers, barbecue, pizza, you name it. Okay, now we're hungry and thirsty. Cheerwine is a one-of-a-kind soft drink with a unique cherry taste that has been delighting Southerners for more than a century. Pick up Cheerwine at your local Jam Mart, Harps, and other fine establishments. Cheerwine, uniquely Southern since 1917.
When a business has been around more than 65 years, you know they're doing something right. Hey, Ty Richardson for Johnny's Transmission. They've been trusted in Fort Smith in the River Valley since 1959. Located at 1212 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith, they strive to make every customer's experience outstanding and want your vehicle to be in the best condition for the road ahead. Check out their website, johnnystransmissionfs.com, and find them on Facebook. Johnny's Transmission, family owned and operated since 1959.
When you need tough and paint just isn't enough, check out River City Coatings in Van Buren. When it comes to your metals, paint can peel and crack over time. Whether it's your patio furniture, rims or trims on your automobile, or heavy equipment, no one has time for a redo. Powder coating provides the toughness you need. Preserve your investment with powder coating from River City Coatings. River City Coatings, certified John Deere, Caterpillar, ISO 9001, Packer, and UL provider of tough. River City Coatings, 471-7675 or online at rivercitycoatings.com.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort. We're a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
Hi, this is Lindsay White with White Office Machines. For over 90 years, my family's been serving the greater Fort Smith region with the image industry's newest technologies, as well as providing superior customer service through long-term business relationships. As the area's only authorized Kyocera document solutions dealer, White Office Machines provides the best value with high-speed copiers and the latest multifunction printers. Stop by our office in downtown Fort Smith or in Russellville. Follow us on Facebook or go to whiteoffice.com.
White Office Machines since 1929.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Number you live every.
The worldwide leader in sports.
It was her first call game with my wife, and we ended up on that field. We were in section 104.
Brother, you just turned the light bulb on. You gotta go with somebody. At least I go with a winner.
Tommy, they're great.
You're listening to The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963.
All right, we're back here at Rally House off MLK in Fayetteville. Not only do they have the location right by the university, they've also got it off Shiloh Drive in Fayetteville, the Rogers location, the Fort Smith location, and a location in Conway, and a couple in Little Rock as well, statewide, Tommy.
All right, this afternoon, we're going to talk more about Rally House. I want to remind you this afternoon, Ruskin and Zach are going to be at the ESPN Experience at Walmart. Start at 2 o'clock this afternoon. You can come by and get your picture made at the Sports Center desk. You see all the Hall of Fame memorabilia they've got there. Darren McFadden jerseys. They've got some John Calipari items. They've got all sorts of really cool stuff you can look at. You can get an ESPN Arkansas Forever hat. They got onesies. Then later today, Pat Bradley is going to be there. You can come by and get your picture made and meet the shooter and get his autograph as well. Tomorrow, we go from Pat Bradley to Corliss, Scotty, and Nolan.
Bang.
All going to be there as well. So they're winding down your time to get by the ESPN Experience at Walmart. You can check out and get questions answered about the new direct-to-consumer app from ESPN. This event only runs for a few more days through the 29th. So if you're coming in town for the Notre Dame game, be sure and get by the ESPN Experience at Walmart. Pat Bradley today, Corliss, Scotty, and Coach Richardson tomorrow. It's all at the ESPN Experience, 3919 Mall Avenue at the Walmart in Fayetteville. That's 3919 Mall Avenue in Fayetteville.
Jeremy was listening earlier, Tommy. He's not a fan of 11 a.m. kickoffs at all, right?
I don't think anyone that owns or runs a business in Northwest Arkansas is probably a fan of the 11 a.m. games because people come into town early that morning. They leave that night. They don't eat and drink and shop and hang out as long. So, Jeremy, I completely understand your your sentiments.
Absolutely. Nail on the head right there.
At least the 11 a.m. game this week provides a great opponent, and I think a full house. And I think Rally House is going to be full with fans getting in here. You're going to open early on Saturday morning. So if you're listening somewhere like Hot Springs or DeQueen or somewhere that you're not right now in Northwest Arkansas and you need something red or white to wear for your section, you'll be open at 8 a.m. Saturday to accommodate those fans.
Absolutely. Come out and see our outrageous selection of Razorbacks gear. the store on MLK, we specifically made it to where we do not carry any other team except for Razorbacks. So
these guys in here from Connecticut shopping for Notre Dame, they're not going to find.
They'll
not going to
find
find any Notre Dame stuff, are they?
They'll find a couple selections specifically for this matchup, but outside of that,
I saw that. You got some cool designs of this game specifically when we walked in.
Yeah, our head-to-head matchup shirts are pretty cool for this game, but outside of that, you're not going to find Notre Dame anywhere in this store.
So stripe out tomorrow. If you're not, I'm not sure if my section's red or white. No, just come to the store. You've got the map right here, so if you know what section your tickets are in, you know exactly what color to buy.
Absolutely. We got a few maps, 2 in the window, and then the big one with the mascot holding the map.
Yeah. I mentioned last hour, this, probably going to be a little cooler start to the morning, a warmer afternoon. Probably a little bit of Larry, maybe a light quarter zip to start, and then maybe a T-shirt or something underneath. You want to shed that off maybe in the mid-first quarter by halftime. You've got everything you might need to be appropriately dressed for what's going to be a nice fall day in the Ozarks.
Oh, yeah. I imagine that stadium's going to be packed out, too.
Yeah. And the thing I love about your store, you got all the brands, Vineyard Vines, Tommy Bahama. You got Image One items that are going to be on special this weekend as well, and they're going to be giving away some items. But it's not just one brand. It's not just the Rally House in-house brand. You've got a variety, and that means you've got a variety of different price points as well.
Absolutely. We've got something for everybody. We've got everything from floor mats to shoes to gym bags to driver head covers.
Perfect time to even start shopping for Christmas.
Absolutely.
Get in early. Remind us when we walk in the store, the statues, what are those called again?
Touchdown Hog.
The Touchdown Hog, okay,
Yep.
Which are on our video. Colton put it on our video live stream if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, X, or Twitch. It's in the bottom left, and those are apparently, you said when they got in there selling like hotcakes, man.
Yeah, we've been able to keep them in stock a little better recently. Now that we've got the connection with the people who make them, they keep us stocked up pretty well. But the first shipment we sold through them in less than a few hours.
All right, Rally House is right across from what we all know is Lot 56. They gave it a new number, but
I'm still calling it that.
Just like 4 doors down from Chick-fil-A. So that helps you. Next door to 7 Brew. So you ought to know right where we're at on the main drag before you go up the hill to the stadium. So if you're parking at Baum or you're parking nearby, it's an easy walk over, so you can get here. Now, there's other locations. Ty mentioned those at the start of the segment. There's more Rally House locations around Fayetteville and around the state.
Absolutely. We've got one over on Shiloh. We've got one in Rogers. We've got another one in Fort Smith.
Yep.
And
it's on Phoenix Avenue. It's next to Best Buy up in the big shopping center.
Yep. And then one in Conway and two in Little Rock. One in North Little Rock, one at the Outlet Mall.
All right. So wherever you're listening this morning, you can get to Rally House and find what you need for the game as well. What's the mood been like this week? You've had a lot of fans come through the store. What's been the temperature as you've helped people get ready for this week?
They're just excited. I think you guys spoke on it earlier. Just Notre Dame being here is just been an exciting thing for the fans here.
First and only time it's probably going to happen here in Fayetteville, if we're being honest. So if you're again, I've had some people tell me it's like, hey, I'm not giving up my tickets to go. I'm going to this game. You passed up Ryder Cup tickets and others. I mean, this is not that the Ryder Cup is not a selective opportunity, but it is a once in a lifetime. We're probably not going to see the Fighting Irish here in Fayetteville anytime soon, at least in football. Right. I get that 100%.
Yep. And a lot of fans are excited about it.
Yeah. All right, tomorrow, you're open. How late you open today?
We're open till 9 tonight.
Tomorrow, special hours, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So if you're out going to a high school game, you're going to be in Northwest Arkansas, Rally House open 10 to 10 tomorrow. Saturday, we mentioned you open at 8 a.m., a little early, and you're going to be open well after the game till 9 p.m.
Yes,
and then the Image One giveaways that you're going to be having going on Friday afternoon from 1 to 6 and Saturday early for those arriving early, 8 until game time at 11.
Yes, sir.
So
come out and see us.
Check it out. Get striped out. Get game day ready here at Rally House. Jeremy, thanks for having us. We look forward to our next visit. Anything you might need that's got a hog on it, they're going to have it here at Rally House or one of their locations around the state.
Thanks for having me on.
All right. Awesome stuff here as you can get what you need and get ready for a stripe out. Hopefully it is an intense atmosphere that actually does impose some advantage for the Razorbacks on Saturday.
Sam Pittman's been talking about this week. I guess they kind of need a rally cry of sorts. This is one of my favorites from a movie back in the day.
Come on. All right. Now, I don't want them to gain another yard. You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
No doubt. I don't know if you're necessarily going to get that type of defensive performance from this team on Saturday. That was a great compilation you put together from Lord of the Rings. What was it? Lord of the Rings, Colton, what we have in there? Lord of the Rings. We
Any
had
Given
Coach
Sunday,
Any Given
Braveheart,
Sunday.
yeah.
Eddie O. I mean, what a combo. What a combo. Rally
do you
cry
want?
here at Rally House.
Yeah, what more do you want? All right, it'll be fun. Then we got a full day on Saturday starting early. We'll be telling you more about that. Tomorrow we're at Mock Legal Solutions. Come by and see us there in Fort Smith. As the Morning Rush and Ruskin and Zach, we're going to be doing some gift card giveaways tomorrow at Mock Legal Solutions in Fort Smith.
Halftime coming up next, live from Pinnacle Groves.
Hey, this is Chad Warner, product manager for Booyah Bait Company in Fort Smith, Arkansas. The hottest swim jig on the Arkansas River right now is the Booyah Mobster. It was designed by the Muddy Water Mob, a bunch of river rats from Arkansas and Oklahoma, and it's winning tournaments on Dardanelle and Kerr like clockwork. If you're fishing submerged vegetation, water willow, lily pads, you need a Booyah Mobster to reel them in. Available at lurenet.com and tackle stores throughout Arkansas and Oklahoma.